Immigration crisis and all the problems that come with it continue to be a sore spot with the White House. This afternoon, Press Secretary Karine Jean Pierre was pressed about the amount of fentanyl coming across the border. She got into a tense war of words with a reporter. Take a listen.
This is being designed to target children. Drug cartels in Mexico want to kill American kids. What is this president doing about it?
I hear you. I just laid out 200% of increase of drug fentanyl seizures. That is a dangerous drug that we are taking off the street. This is something that's incredibly important to this president. So to say that we're not doing enough, Peter, is just falsely, categorically wrong, especially on a day that we are observing what needs to be done. If Republicans want to help us stop overdose and stop our kids getting overdose because of these dangerous drugs, because of these fentanyl that we're seeing in the streets, we're happy to work with them, but they're not. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
Okay, that was about fentanyl, but Jean-Pierre got into another tense back and forth with the same reporter on Monday about migrants just walking across the southern border, something she denied.
But it's not like somebody walks over and that's not how.
Exactly what's happening. Thousands of people are walking in a day. Some of them turn themselves over. Some of them are caught. Tens of thousands a week are not. That is what is happening.
Okay, so what is really happening at the border? And for answers to that, we bring in Lieutenant Chris Olivarez of the Texas Department of Public Safety. He's in Mission, Texas. And Lieutenant, you're on the front lines of this fight against fentanyl. You see it every day. American, mostly young people, but people of all ages are overdosing, dying in record numbers because of this crisis. Tell us what is and isn't working in the effort to stop these insidious drugs from coming over the border.
Right, Mike. So good evening and great to be with you. So, of course, we just saw the press secretary there making those statements, which are completely false. I mean, we know for a fact that immigrants that are coming across our border are, in fact, walking across our border. I mean, we've seen it firsthand on videos. We've seen it across on different media platforms, but also I've seen it firsthand every single day because I'm out there on the front lines with our troopers, with our Border Patrol agents. So the fact of the matter is that immigrants are making this journey. They are crossing our border. They are walking across our border by the thousands. Now, when we talk about fentanyl, of course, fentanyl is a serious problem. It's plaguing our country. It's killing Americans every single day. Nearly 300 Americans are dying every single day because of fentanyl poison. And the fact of the matter is the federal government has no response. They have no intent to correct this problem or to go after these criminal organizations in Mexico to dismantle these chemical weapon labs that are mass producing these fentanyl pills. And the reason why we had a 200% increase in seizures is because the criminal cartels are able to manufacture millions of pills that are coming across our border every single day. That's why we're seeing a rise and an increase in seizures. But just goes to show you that what we are seizing, what's being seized across our borders, so much more is getting by us, Mike, that we're not able to actually, see. Yeah. That's why we're seeing so many Americans that are dying every single day.
And Lieutenant, you and your colleagues in law enforcement there on the border are facing a new, fresh challenge, something that is new, whereas over the past several years, most of the migrants coming across the border have come from Mexico and the so-called Northern Triangle, El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. You're seeing more and more today, as a matter of fact, an announcement just south of San Diego, 100 individuals coming across the border. They were from Venezuela. They were from Colombia. They were from Cuba and other countries. What are you seeing in terms of folks from other parts of the world, not only South America, but in all reaches of the world, even Africa, trying to make it across the southern border and in many cases, as you say, walking across the border?
We know for a fact that we're seeing individuals from over 160 different countries that are coming across our borders every single day, from Arizona all the way down to the Rio Grande Valley. So this is happening on a consistent basis that we're seeing different types of immigrants that are coming across our borders, especially right now in Del Rio and especially Eagle Pass area, those smaller border communities. Right now, they're facing an unprecedented influx of immigrants coming across their borders, 2,000 to 3,000 every single day in these smaller border communities. And like I mentioned, over 160 different countries. So it goes to show you, Mike, that these immigrants that are coming across our border, they're being encouraged, they're being incentivized to make this journey, this long, dangerous journey, place their lives in the hands of dangerous criminals who are profiting off of them. And that's why we continue to see this increase of immigrants coming across our borders, groups of families, unaccompanied children, also the gotaways. This fiscal year alone, we haven't even finished this fiscal year, but there's been over 500,000 gotaways, known gotaways, that have come across our border, not to mention the 66 suspected terrorists that have been apprehended along the border as well. So, Mike, this is a serious problem. It continues to increase every single month, and the federal government needs to step in and actually do something to secure our borders.
Well, Lieutenant, I'm having trouble hearing you, but I want to ask you one more question. We saw part of the border chief's deposition in which he said the reason the border is deteriorating so much so fast is due to a lack of consequences. What do you need from the federal government that you are not getting right now on the southern border?
All right, so I apologize for the audio, Mike. I'm right along the river right now, so the signal might be coming in and out. But you heard from the Border Patrol chief. He said it himself. The reason why we're seeing an influx of immigrants coming across our border is because there's no consequences. We need consequences. We need policies that were effective. That's going to slow down the flow of immigrants coming across our border, and also take away the profits from these criminal organizations that are profiting off these immigrants. Right now, everything that we're doing because of Governor Greg Abbott through Operation Lone Star is a state-funded operation. We are not receiving any support or any funds from the federal government. Everything that we do right now is state-funded.
Lieutenant Olivarez, thank you very much. We appreciate the time and all the work you're doing on the southern border.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.